most accurate local forecast starts now with meteorologist Brett Thakora.
Well, we've got a lot to recap from yesterday and looking ahead to today. It could be more of the same. Some very active weather across the region because of the built-in heat and humidity. Now, the Doppler radar pretty quiet for now. Still some showers, though, trying to develop over the mountains of Bedford County, Fulton County, and perhaps maybe soon Franklin County. But I'm not too concerned about those, especially with what we dealt with yesterday. So let's take you back to Monday, and it was just repeated round after round of storms, especially for our eastern counties. Unfortunately, some of those spots are favored again. Carlisle, the exception. They had a really bad storm blow through there last night, but it was just a ton of rain. So when we zoom out and look at the accumulated rainfall, look at how barren it is west of the Susquehanna River. Meanwhile, you kind of see this big blob east of the Susquehanna River where they had the most rain. So the average accumulation across the entire viewing area was over an inch of rain, but most of that coming because of our eastern counties. So let's zoom in here. Southern Lebanon, northern Lancaster County, which was under that flash flood emergency. That's where Kayla Schmidt is this morning in Manheim. Water rescue still going on. Just this box for parts of eastern Dauphin, northern Lancaster, southern Lebanon had over 3 inches of rain. And if we zoom in even tighter here, look at some of these purple colors. Almost 6 inches of rain falling in some spots last night with these torrential downpours. We also did have some storm reports. Yes, flash flooding, a hail report in parts of Lancaster County. But I do want to point out again, Carlisle had a very bad storm last night. Wind damage reports coming after 5 o'clock. Trees on homes, a tree on a house on Courtyard Drive slightly north of Carlisle. So they had some wind with that. And as I mentioned yesterday, my main concern was heavy rain, but there could be isolated damaging wind gusts. That's exactly what we had, with Carlisle being the kind of bearing the brunt of that, and the eastern part of the region getting the rain. So Lancaster, unfortunately, we're going to have to quickly recover because we could be doing it again later as we await the sun to come up. Here comes more showers on the way across the spine of the Appalachians this morning. It's going to be a similar type day. Clouds and sun mixing early, and then some downpours are going to develop again this afternoon and this evening. Temperatures mainly in the 70s, Mechanicsburg an exception. This rain here, all just since midnight, almost 4/10 of an inch for Fawn Grove. Lancaster already over 1/3 of an inch for the day, so more coming. And look at how warm it is in Baltimore and D.C. Temperatures in the 80s. This is a warm, humid air mass, and it's just water loaded, and that's why we had the problems we did yesterday. Dew points remain in the 70s, and look at the rain yesterday at the airport, 1.48 inches. That's a new daily record. We made it to 90 degrees. All of that rain had to come out at some point, and it did yesterday. Here's Manheim Central High School, again, one of the areas that's dealing with a lot of rain. Highs today will be in the mid to upper 80s, not quite as warm, but it's still going to be just as humid as Manheim continues to clean up and deal with their water rescue efforts. So hazy, hot, and humid. The warm front was what caused the problems yesterday. Today, these storms a little more progressive, meaning they'll move through the region quicker, but still could put down 2 to 3 inches of rain in spots. Very water loaded and very stormy later today. The Storm Prediction Center highlighting our southern and eastern counties of Adams, York, Lancaster, Dauphin, Lebanon for damaging wind gusts with some of these. Hail also a possibility, and of course flash flooding in this zone as well. Now the question is where this boundary sets up. I still think areas south and east of our region are more favored here, more toward Baltimore and Philly, but if that boundary is a little farther to the north, we're going to see the same thing happen again later for some of our southeastern counties. Some downpours could linger into tonight, and then finally by tomorrow afternoon we clear out. It turns less humid and just all around nice weather. A little trough coming through on Thursday could spark off a stray shower. Most of us will stay dry. But again, notice where the rain is. I mean, this indicates most of the rain is to the south and east. Lancaster County's in that as well. So we're hoping a lot of us get spared, but we're certainly not going to count on that as we move into this afternoon. Temperatures not quite as warm as yesterday, getting into the mid-80s, and then looking ahead, we dip into the 70s tonight, or right around 70. It will not be as humid tomorrow. Dew points are going to drop during the day. As you can see here, temperatures will be back up into the mid-80s. So 86 today, scattered thunderstorms again, especially in the southeast. Tonight, lingering downpours, lows around 70. And here are the next 7 days of your life. Less humid finally later tomorrow. Most of the end of the week looks good, including July 4th, which looks very nice. That's a look at the forecast. We'll be back after this.